the smiley. Hello, welcome. I'm at the kiln. I'm gonna load the kiln. And let's hope it actually is working fine. I always get worried when it's been a while since I've fired it, and I haven't fired it since May, and it is now September. So, fingers crossed she's cool. Let's do this thing. Thanks for being here. Get ready for another week of all the things. It's Tuesday now. It feels like Monday because yesterday was a holiday, and since I work for myself, that doesn't really mean anything to me, and somehow it still throws me off. So, on this Tuesday, I'm going to pay my taxes, my quarterly taxes, and throw some little hugs and reclaim some clay. I also need to figure out product that I want to have at my first market, which I signed up for one in October. So I'll have one in October, one in November, and then hopefully a couple in December. And then I'll probably sprinkle in some online sales in between those. But I think doing a market a month for the rest of the year feels attainable and not too overwhelming, like a good idea for my business. Since I haven't done a market since June. So yeah, crazy. Hopefully today I can get that stuff done and see what happens after that. I really just want to focus on being able to throw all of those pieces so that I can kind of just keep churning out bisque firings so that I have like a huge stock of stuff, and then I can glaze them as I need them, since I'm working towards just doing larger batches of like less variety, more quantity when I'm throwing. So today, like I said, I'll probably throw 20 of the little hugs. I'll do 10, take a break, and then do the next 10. That worked well for me over the weekend. I made a bunch of matcha bowls, and now they're drying by the kiln, which is awesome. And so hopefully if I finish these, I can add those to another kiln firing next week. So that's that. I'm gonna make some breakfast and read, write a little, and get to it. Good Tuesday thus far. It's only 7 something, 7:48, and today's looking good. So hope it stays that way. Breakfast has been had, and now I'm going to put together a little list of what I want to have in my market. I'm pulling up my square right now to see what sold well at my last market, even though I have a pretty good idea. But basically, I just like to make a little page in my notebook with the pieces that I want to have. And then that helps me in the process know what colors and stuff I want to glaze things, and I can kind of organize myself that way and check things off as I go. I have my little list made. I've already got the matcha bowls, my little baby treats, and my breakfast trays, and my pedestal bowl's complete. So the rest is just cups. I might try and not have any mugs just to see how it goes. I might still make some before then, but part of me wants to see, because honestly, most often those aren't the things that sell the most. My hug cups are always the thing that sell the most. So I might try and focus on those. Okay, 8:55, time to start work. It's 3:30 now, and it just started raining as I decided to call it a day and just read. So really feeling good about that. I've finished making 22 little hugs, and I'm going to flip the rest of them once the rims get a little bit harder, and that's great. I'm looking at my to-do list. I did pay my quarterly taxes, yay, hate doing that, but it's done. And I also, as you saw, planned what I want at my first market. I think tomorrow I'm gonna go get more clay and glaze because it's been a while since I've done that. And the kiln fired efficiently. It was done at like 11. It was on for maybe 9 hours, which is great. And I am so excited to unload it tomorrow and finally have like almost finished work. And yeah, I'll trim this stuff tomorrow as well and hopefully just keep the momentum going. I think I am really liking working in larger batches like this, so at least large to me, and that feels fun, and like I'm actually getting more done, and it just makes so much more sense. So that's all good things, and I'm gonna go read now, and I'll see you tomorrow. It's after 8. I am going to look at the glazes that I have and make a lovely list to take to the clay shop because I need probably like 100 pounds of clay at least, and I know that I'm low on glazes just from what I remember the last time I did this, but glad that round 1 of bisking is complete. I'm just gonna focus on at least having stuff done by my market, which is October 16th. So that's over a month away. So I'm going to spend most of this month throwing, and then the later half, beginning of October, glazing. That's a good plan, right? Here's hoping. I've been shooting with my wider lens just for fun, and so I forget that I don't have to put it so far away. I am, speaking of cameras, Blackmagic Design is sending me one of their cameras, which is crazy, that I get to loan for like a couple months maybe. However long 14 weeks is. Why? That's more than a couple months. I think it's till like December. And I'm very excited, but also very nervous because it's just like, not that my camera isn't a real camera, but it's like a movie production camera. So we'll see how that goes. But I just got back from the pottery store. I got 100 pounds of clay 8 glazes and I spent like $230, which is fine. Need it. It's supplies and that will last me for a very long time. I also need to stop by my pop-up shop today. I have a check to pick up, which is my first check to pick up for the year because I just have not been I've been selling, but I haven't been selling enough to pay for my rent and profit after that. So basically every month I've owed whatever the rent is. So I haven't even been breaking even there, which is unfortunate, and I'm just glad that that wasn't the case this month because I could obviously use the money since I had my like 2 months off from working, and I have like 6 things left to maybe bring by there. I'm a little bummed because I was in the zone of like making my larger quantities of pieces, and I have a breakdown of like what pieces I'm making every week, but I wasn't planning on making any finished work this month. I was just going to do that next month, and now I feel like I need to make finished work since people bought a lot of the stuff from my stall this month. So that sent me in a little spiral last night of like, there's not enough time to do all of this, but I realized that I'm in charge here, and if it's going to stress me out, I shouldn't do it. And is it going to stress me out to make finished work this month? Yeah. So am I going to do it? No. Not worth it, because again, I'm in charge, so I can make the rules, I can let people know what's going on, and it's going to be fine. I think it's easy to get like in my head about things when it's just me here doing stuff alone and only having time to be in my head. But it's been good today to like run errands. Like this was my first like errand day since I have recovered from surgery, and it felt nice to kind of feel like back in the groove. Like I stopped and got tea after I went to the pottery store, which is like what I normally do because it's like right on my way home, and unloading the kiln, and just like the flow of the day felt very normal. And now the store where my pop-up shop is opens in an hour, so I'm just gonna eat and read. So that is a lot, but overall I feel good. I will forever be paranoid, stressed, a little like underlying overwhelm about like money and making money, because I'm doing so with art and that is challenging, but I feel like I'm, again, getting back into it, making proper strides, saying yes to what I need to and no to what I don't, and yeah, I just have to be okay with that. Everything is an investment, and it will all pay off in the end because I'm giving it my all, and that's the only option. Awesome. Back to my book, back to my food, back to my tea. I will see you at the pop-up shop. I'm at my wheel now. My air purifier is going, so if there is a annoying little hum, that is it. I am trimming little hugs now. I reorganized my shop. I did not bring my camera in because I just kind of wanted to get in and out, but it's looking good. It wasn't as empty as I thought it would be, so that's nice. And I then just like, it's literally almost 3 o'clock now. I stopped by a friend's house and now I'm here ready to trim all 20 of these. And last night I did cut out some hand-built stuff that's still not quite ready to be attached. Some more of those like footed espresso cups I made last week, and some little ghost figurines that I will carve. Actually, this guy's feeling ready. Just simple little face. And then I'll glaze them white, clear out the smiley so it can obviously be very well seen. But I have one here that I brought, or I made last year, and I sold a few of them at my market in October last year. And since I didn't really want to like make Halloween specific stuff, but this is a must and good for all year round decor and just to bring a literal smile on your face. So gonna trim and zone out until I have to leave to pick up my husband. What a my first day running errands, and boy was it something. I do really enjoy being out in the world again though, and I think I've had enough time at home. And with that, I bid you adieu to finish trimming. Good morning. It's almost 7. The sun is finally lighting up the sky. It should peek in here while I'm hopefully at my wheel. I got up at like 6, did some yoga, wrote, read, and now here I am, feeling energized and ready to get stuff done. Today I need to make 20 big hugs. I'm hoping to make them probably like 14 to 16 ounces in the final state, so probably use about a little more than a pound of clay because I do want to carve some of them, which I realized I wanted to carve some of my little hugs, but I already let them sit out to dry, so that's not happening. But that's okay. I will remember for this time. and I got clay yesterday, so I have nice fresh clay to work with. Hopefully it's soft enough. And I need to finish the espresso cups that I made slabs for. They're probably dry enough now for me to actually attach and carve. And then I want to make another breakfast tray because the two that I pulled out of the kiln yesterday just made me really excited to have more. And I do want to have a couple that are like designated like a set of things, so like a little bowl, a mug or a hug cup, and like a little plate. And that's the main stuff for today. I did get accepted into a market, so I want to respond to that and pay the vendor fee. That will be in November. I was going to do a 2-day market that same weekend, but I decided to just do this 1-day one, which I think is going to be a good choice. I hope so, at least. There's like no telling because there's so many variables going into like a market day that there's really nothing you can do to be like, this one's going to be better than this one. So I'm just going with my gut here, and that means participating in the 1-day instead of the 2-day. So I'm trying to stay organized and actually get done what I want, so I have enough pieces for all the things that I want. And I woke up feeling good, so let's ride that high and get to the work table. It is 10:30. You know, clay covered I am. I am so tired. Maybe it's because I woke up early, but I feel like I need a nap already. I have 12 hug cups done, so I just need to do 8 more. I might eat again and then lie down for a bit and get back to it. And that'll be that. I can't thank you enough for hanging out with me for this last few days. It's been nice to get into a rhythm again, if I haven't said that already, and looking forward to actually selling next month and seeing if me making larger quantities and less variety of things is a good thing. Don't know till you try, and that is very much what I'm doing here. So I'll see you next time. Thank you again. Goodbye.